is only a mirror in every person that you meet. If someone makes you shiver and sweeps you off your feet, just be strong and find a way to try. When you belong, there will always be a way. You will always find how to go on. Listen to the voices in the deepest parts inside, down along the river. You never wonder why. Just be strong.
How many times have I fallen for you? Every promise you never delivered. How many times all the words that you said had me mixing the sweet with the bitter? But I know what you're saying, don't need no explaining. You're making me shake and shiver. You're shining your shoes, but hey, I got news. I ain't falling for all of that glitter this time. As ready as I can be this time. I'll be running free.
This giver group expanding international portfolio with acquisition of French and luxury marketing company Savoir. This is going to be amazing for you.
실패 극복이라 하면 일단 저는 어제 북토크 때도 얘기를 했었는데 저는 스스로한테 외는 주문이 하나 있어요. 지금 일어난 이 일이 앞으로 일어날 어려운 일들 중에 제일 쉬울 거야 라고 스스로 얘기를 해요. 어쨌든 시간이 지나고 이제 나는 더 성장하고 좀 더 어떻게 보면 좀 더 어른스러워질 거다, 좀 더 많이 배울 거다라는 생각을 하기 때문에 그래서 저는 계속 어떤 일이 생기면 그래 이거는 앞으로 훨씬 더 어려운 일들이 많을 거니까 지금 내가 이거에 대해서 할 수 있는 게 뭐가 있을까? 이게 내가 행동한다고 바뀔 것인가 해결이 될 것인가 아니면 내가 해결할 수 없는 것인가 내 선택지가 뭔지 내 옵션들이 뭔지를 좀 생각을 많이 하는 것 같아요.
tell the truth real fast. And then we're probably done at last. 'Cause I got somewhere to be, and you're done deceiving me into thinking I couldn't do better. Yeah, I know I was probably crazy, thinking someday you'd change. There's nothing left to do now, so I'm playing the game. And so, heartbreaker, I've been working you out. You made loads of mistakes, but none that you talk about. I'm watching every move you make, and I'm on to you. Come on, heartbreaker, give in and surrender to me. You should have probably let me go, but you've got a porcelain ego, talking fast and punching low, making sure that there are no traces of thinking I